Welcome, folks, to Rafferty Stadium here at Fairfield University's campus for today's CIAC Round 2 soccer matchup between the Greenwich Cardinals and the Fairfield Prep Jesuits. I'm Kevin Altieri here all alone today with you to bring you the game. We're about to have our national anthem, and we'll stay silent for that. And welcome back. The national anthem is now over, and teams are getting prepared to take the field to start our quarterfinal, or actually our second round, matchup here. Again, between the Greenwich Cardinals and the Jesuits of Fairfield Prep. Greenwich comes into this after winning their CIAC tournament against Wilton. Their regular season record of 8-3-5, and Fairfield Prep comes in with the number 3 ranking in the CIAC Class LL tournament here, with a regular season record of 13-2-1 and a first round ousting by West Haven in the SCC championship. Couple scores from around the CIAC Class LL tournament so far today. Darien took care of Conard 4-2 to move on to the quarterfinal matchup. Wilton took care of New Milford 2-1 in their matchup this afternoon at 2 p.m. at Wilton High School, at Brookfield High School, 2-1. Both Bridgeport Central and Hall High Schools took their games today, and they will meet up in the quarterfinals of this CIAC Class LL tournament. And the only other score on the docket is Glastonbury defeating West Haven 4-1. So that leaves a few games. This one here, Greenwich and Fairfield Prep. They will play. The winner of this game will play Darien. And if it is Fairfield Prep, Prep will play host to Darien. And if Greenwich comes out on top today, the game will be at Darien High School. You have a matchup between Farmington and Danbury. The winner of which will play Wilton. And Cheshire and Simsbury, the winner will play Glastonbury. So, Prep is on the field. The referees have taken the field, and it looks like we are about set to go here again for the second round matchup. sophomore Connor Fitzgerald has the ball at midfield. He's going to place it down for the opening kick. He's been an integral part of this playoff push that Prep has started. He was a huge presence on the field on Tuesday in Prep's first round victory against Bristol Central, and in a game where Prep really showed why they're the number 3 seed. In goal again for Prep is Dan Zabo, and in goal for Greenwich High School appears to be Christopher McKay. Chris was a Fairfield Prep student up until this year when he left and transferred to Greenwich High School. Chris sat out the first little bit of the year and has come in and been a great asset for Greenwich High School. And we're underway. Danny Zabo with the huge boot downfield. And Greenwich takes control with a little stumble, offering it right back up to Fairfield Prep. And Julito's carrying, looks like he's battling for it, and the throw-in from Patrick Gare. Give a little shout-out here to Patrick Gare's brother and all of his buddies down there at I believe it is Fort Bliss in Texas. Patrick's older brother Ryan is serving us in the United States Army. Big thank you to him and to all you guys down there for all that you've done. Not only because it's the day after Veterans Day, but because you give us what we have in our freedom. Greenwich trying to penetrate and can't get that ball into the box. Aiden Rooney gets the ball out, and I'm going to apologize in advance, folks. I am all alone and doing my best to keep you from dead time, but we got a little action down there, and the clock is going to be stopped for injury. That was Biagio Paoletta, Jr., getting taken out as he tried to dive over the sprawling out Greenwich defenseman. And here's Patrick with the boot and trying to get in and saying he's getting grabbed. Was Biagio again. We have an interesting dynamic here between Prep and Greenwich High School. Prep's coming into this having a stellar regular season and a very strong end of the regular season, but a tough outing in the first round of the SCC tournament. Whereas Greenwich is actually following an almost the exact opposite trend, coming in here, starting their regular season 7-1-3, and finishing 1-3-0. Then coming into their FCIAC tournament, their conference tournament, with a resounding presence, and coming in hot to this state tournament. So should be a good matchup today. Spoke with the Cardinals head coach before the game, Kurt Putnam, he talked in depth about the Greenwich effort that they've put forth after losing one of their top players in Nicholas Bettis. Offsides on the call there, so we're going to have no goal, and we're going to bring it back out. The crowd is not liking that very much. Biagio is not liking it very much, but it is the call, and here's our goal kick. Greenwich again trying to penetrate this box, and they just cannot get into the 11-foot mark with control of the ball. That was junior Jacob Montgomery, and here he is again on the throw-in. The prep bomb squad has certainly given the Greenwich guys a little bit of trouble here as the play comes over towards them. Making sure to be nice and rowdy. Just missing it there is Jack Oracoli, just unable to take control. I am now being joined here by Patrick Steed, and hopefully you will have significantly less dead time as Patrick takes over the play-by-play calling, and I'll just fill in and hopefully give you something to work with. Patrick, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Sorry, I had an intramural basketball game. Unfortunately, we did not get the win, but that's all right.
That's how it goes.
Zabo with the kick upfield. Connor Fitzpatrick with the kick.
That's Connor Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald, excuse me. Be out of bounds, prep ball. Pat Garrett with the throw-in. Passes to Aiden Rooney, back to Jamie Becker. Zabo with a nice play to stop a Greenwich run. And it'll be out of bounds, Greenwich ball. Number 28, Flavian Lolo with the throw-in. Connor Fitzgerald moving the ball upfield, and it'll be stopped by Greenwich. Greenwich has the ball, looking to do something upfield. It'll be passed to the right side of the field. And it'll be out of bounds, Fairfield prep ball. Tim Lyons with the throw-in. Headed by Greenwich. Kicked upfield. Greenwich attack here. And a nice defensive play by Aiden Rooney. And it will be out of bounds. Let's see. Greenwich ball with a throw-in.
That's good work by Jamie Becker. Jamie was a little quiet the last game. He was not moving anywhere near as fast as he is today, I'll tell you that much.
And it's a Greenwich shot saved by Danny Zabo. He'll be one of the keys for a prep victory tonight. Oh, collision there. It'll be prep ball, Jamie Becker with the throw-in. Passes to Rooney. Ball in the middle of the field. And it will be a Greenwich throw-in on the right side of the field.
Julito tried to take credit for that, tried to get that ball and get it in for prep before anybody took over, but that's not happening.
Yeah, you almost sold it there. And it'll be a throw-in for Fairfield prep. Tim Lyons with the ball. Passes to Aiden Rooney. action near the Greenwich goal, and it'll be a penalty. Greenwich ball.
That was Eduardo Quiroga with the effort for Greenwich.
Greenwich goalie with the big boot downfield. And it will be saved by Danny Zabo.
That is last year's backup sent over to last year's starter from Fairfield Prep.
Yeah.
They had a great friendship while they were here, while Chris was here, and
I think that really shows the strength of the Fairfield Prep program.
absolutely.
Fitzgerald almost had a little run there, but it'll be kicked out into the stands by Greenwich Prep ball.
It looks like it's going to be Greenwich ball as it went off of Connor's foot on the way out.
Excuse me there, I did not see that.
That's why you got me here.
Yeah, number 28, Flavian Lolo with the throw-in. Little Greenwich attack here, and it'll be kicked out of bounds by number 32, Tim Lyons. Good defensive play right there. And it'll be a corner here for Greenwich. Danny Zabo can step up here with a big defensive play. Let's see what happens. And a save by Danny Zabo. Good beat up field. Looking for Connor Fitzgerald. Both
Lolo having a little trouble controlling it.
Yeah.
Calms it down nicely, though.
Kick back into the middle of the field. Greenwich ball. Payletta running after the ball, trying to make something happen. Greenwich will retain possession. And it'll be a goalie ball for Fairfield. Pat Gare with the ball. Looks upfield for Fitzpatrick. And it'll be out of bounds, goalie kick for Fairfield Prep.
And folks, we are now joined in the booth here by Kyle Dunn, who has also returned from the intramural basketball game. I am going to take a back seat to Kyle and Patrick and let them take over. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy.
How you doing, Kyle?
Pretty good. Big game here, Fairfield Prep Greenwich. Excited to see what happens.
Yeah, it'll be. So far, it's been a very good match. As I mentioned, we both got here a little bit late, but from what I've seen so far, both teams have been trying to control the ball in the midfield. It'll be out of bounds. A Greenwich throw-in.
It'll be very interesting to see Greenwich momentum coming in this game after they scored 2 goals under 3 minutes to come back and beat Ludlow on Tuesday.
Yeah, there's a lot of excitement. Maybe a Fairfield Prep Ludlow matchup, but Greenwich outplayed Ludlow, and here they are today, looking to advance in the state tournament.
A player I'd enjoy seeing is Chris McKay, goalkeeper on Greenwich, after he transferred last year.
Yeah, as we were talking before, it really shows the strength of the Fairfield Prep soccer program. Transfers, leaving, and starting in a state tournament run. It's good to see. And Pat Gare and Greenwich fighting over the ball. Greenwich has the ball, number 22, looking to make something happen. Passes, and it'll be broken up by Jorge. And Danny Zaba with the save. He's been all over the ball today. Jack Orclaw with an offensive push.
Little dinker.
Good save right there by Chris McKay.
Yeah, Jack loves to make that little dinker pass. He's really fast. Maybe kick it ahead to himself or have one of his teammates like Connor Fitzgerald go down there. Connor Fitzgerald and Jack Orclaw is what I like to call the two-headed monster. Both sides of the ball, very strong.
Very athletic, too.
I'm afraid to snip some corners.
Yeah, both of them very athletic, looking to make something happen, and it'll be a kick for Greenwich goalie Chris McKay. This game has been no clear possession in this one. A lot of back and forth right in the middle of the field, fighting for the ball. Not that many shots on goal, but so far Greenwich has had a little bit more offense than Fairfield Prep. Chris McKay with the kick, and it'll be Greenwich ball in the middle of the field.
One thing that Chris McKay and Danny Zabo both have is a very strong leg. On Tuesday against Bristol Central, we saw their goalie didn't have as strong as of a leg, and it really affected their offense getting down the field. Now we see Chris McKay and Danny Zabo with a strong leg be able to get that ball over midfield, and we'll see a ton of offensive transitions.
Yeah, it's been a lot of back and forth so far. They were both good friends when they were here at Prep. It'll be interesting to see what happens. As Biagio Paoletta on the offensive tack, a slide tackle by Greenwich. It'll be a Fairfield Prep throw-in on the right side of the field. I'd like to mention Fairfield Prep Bomb Squad in large attendance. It's the first game in a while. I'd say probably since the St. Anthony's game. So let's see if that's a factor tonight. As Tim Lyons controls the ball in the middle of the field. Against
both St. Anthony's and St. Joe's, you could definitely see how loud they were and how much they got into the game. And we saw Prep lose to West Haven because that bomb squad wasn't there and because how loud that West Haven crowd was. I mean, in a soccer game where it's going to be close, only 1 or 2 goals, your squad, your bleacher squad is really going to help you out.
Yeah, no kidding. And once again, ball control in the middle of the field, Greenwich throwing. I feel like I just keep repeating myself over and over again. It seems like it's going back and forth,
You do sound like a broken record.
Yeah.
I mean, no one's been able to get a real shot on goal yet since I've been here. But this might come down to a one-shot game. Like one little miscommunication by a defense, one little dinker shot. You never know.
Yeah.
If one goal's going to mean a lot. One goal's going to mean a lot.
Again, it'll be a Greenwich throw-in. One thing to note is that with all these throw-ins and back and forth, a lot of fatigue. The players have to run up and down the field. No clear. It's not really staying on one side of the field, so fatigue might set in, and that might be a deciding factor coming down to the wire in this.
I would have to agree. Fatigue's going to come into play a lot. Coach Lee is usually very good with having a lot of subs ready, as this Fairfield Prep team is very deep and is very strong in depth, and I think that will really come into a factor. I can tell you, my basketball game I just came from, fatigue was a big factor there.
Yeah, I would have to agree. One thing to note is senior Zachary Duffy is in the game today. He did not play much in the previous games I have gone to, so look for some senior leadership, and let's see what happens. And once again, it'll be a goalie kick, Chris McKay for Greenwich. As we saw, Ken McCauley has been popping in and out of the booth. Maybe he'll join us, maybe not. We'll see what happens. Prep Bomb Squad getting a little chant going on, trying to fire up the troops.
If you saw the Biagio Paoletta, I mean, can you say thick skull? He puts his head into everything. Really makes a difference. Between little jump balls and who's going to get possession, that's also going to come into a big
I played with him on the baseball team last year. He's also a very aggressive, scrappy player, catcher. Loves to command the game, loves to be all over the field, vocal. Let's see if that leadership can make an impact tonight. And once again, it'll be a Greenwich throw-in on the right side.
I have to say, seeing this prep team, a lot of multi-sport athletes like Biagio. It really shows the athletic ability of this team, and that's why I think they might be able to outplay this Greenwich team late into the game.
Yeah, well, let's see what happens so far. It's been pretty much back and forth, but mostly Greenwich possessions and then Fairfield Prep defending. So let's see if Prep can turn it around and get some offense going. As Fitzgerald fights for the ball. Oh,
move!
Little Olay. Greenwich retains possession. Pat Gare with the header. And Greenwich will boot the ball downfield. Aiden Rooney with the kick. Back to the middle of the field. As I was mentioning before, a little bit of a lineup change. Biagio Paoletta, who played a lot of more defensive role earlier in the season. I've seen a lot more of him on the offensive side. Maybe kind of change the midfield role that he's been playing all season.
We saw later into the season Prep had trouble scoring, and you could see a huge adjustment last game. Biagio playing a lot more offense, and they took home the victory 5-0.
Yep.
And as I said that game, Jack Arcoli scored once. I said once he scored in these playoffs, the floodgates are going to open. He scored again. Let's look for a play with him on the corner kick here.
I agree, and it'll be Julito Quintana with the kick in here. He's been the main kicker for Prep Corners.
Oh my goodness!
That was Connor Fitzgerald right there.
Unbelievable play. How did that miss? That's like Ernie Els missing 2 foot putts all the time. I mean, he's right in front of the goal and just tinkered it right over.
You know, Fitzgerald has been all over the goal this whole season, but one issue he's had is control. He's gotten a lot of shots, but, you know, some have been way left, way right, way high. You know, you never really know where the ball's going when he kicks it.
Yeah, he's definitely a playmaker, but I think he's got to slow himself down, be patient. And so far we've seen this prep team be very patient. And here comes
It appears it'll be a goalie ball again for Greenwich, Chris McKay.
I think they call it offsides down there. Connor Fitzgerald did not like that call. It looked pretty even.
Yeah, he certainly is not happy with what's going on right now. So far, 0-0, 20 minutes left in the first period. Chris McKay, Greenwich goalie with a kick in. Fitzgerald running after the ball, and Greenwich will kick it out. And actually, guess what? This time it'll be a prep throw-in on the right side of the field. Seems like that's a first.
Yeah. Let's see if this prep team can have a set play here. We know Coach Lilly has a lot of set plays down on the corners of the field, and it should be very interesting to see if one of those will factor into a goal today.
Yeah, it'll be another goalie ball for Chris McKay here of Greenwich. Fairfield Prep starting to turn it around a little bit more on offense, getting some possessions, trying to get some things to work. Let's see what happens here. McKay with the kick. Boots it downfield. Payletta running after the ball. It'll be settled by Quintana. Tim Lyons with the pass to Payletta. Across it to Fitzgerald. And it'll be broken up by Greenwich. Tim Lyons looks to bring the ball upfield. Passes to Oracole, but that's left, wide left. And Greenwich defender will boot it down the field. And it appears it'll be I believe that's offsides on Greenwich. And Danny Zabo will have a goalie kick from about midfield. See if this can set up Prep right here for maybe an offensive push. Zabo's got a big leg. Hopefully can kick it down the field. Look to put one in the net here. Let's see what Coach Liddy has in store. And we are joined with Connor Toot in the booth. How you doing, Connor?
Good, how are you guys?
Doing pretty well. Another goalie ball for Greenwich. So, Connor, you've been here the whole game. What have you seen so far?
We had some early chances for Prep, although they had a goal, almost got a goal. It was offsides on Connor Fitzgerald. So Prep has some good opportunities, and they play good defense. Very tough Greenwich squad is playing physical, but that's the way Prep plays, so it should be a good matchup.
And it'll be a Prep throw in here on the right side. Appears that Jamie Becker will make the throw. Correction, Pat Gare will take the ball. Looking to start something on offense, maybe look for another opportunity for Prep. Becker controls the ball. And it'll be out of bounds, Greenwich ball. Number 28, Flavian Lola with the throw-in. He's taking a lot of throw-ins for Greenwich here. Biagio Payletta with the header. Looks for Oracoli, but Greenwich will control the ball. Tim Lyons passes it to Quintana. Back to Jorge. Prep pushing the ball upfield. Over to Becker. Pass it to Payletta in the midfield. It'll be kicked back to Quintana on the on the right side. Duffy trying to control the ball, maybe get the ball back to Prep, and it will be a Greenwich throw-in on the right side.
Yeah, that was a definitely pretty good dicey play there by Richard Rodas. Good slide tackle, and I mean, both defenses are really making good plays down by the 18-yard box. So no one's got a good shot off yet.
Yeah, it's kind of been a back-and-forth game. Early on, it was more Greenwich, but, Prep starting to get some more offensive opportunities. Hopefully, both teams can try and capitalize on their opportunities. It's a shot saved by Danny Zabo. That was Lolo with the kick. It seems like he's been all over the field today. Zabo with the big boot downfield looking for Fitzgerald. Headed back to Paoletta. Paoletta with aggressive play. And it'll be out of bounds, Greenwich ball, Lolo with the throw-in. So, as we were saying, on Tuesday, Fairfield Prep won their match, sending them here 5-0, and Greenwich outlasted Ludlow in a tough one, 2-1. Oh, that's a big play. It appears Oracoli's down. He looks in a lot of pain. Might have been a head-to-head contact. And some chirping going on. Ref yelling at some Greenwich players. Let's see what the course of action is here as Oracoli's slow to get up. But, he's a tough player. Look for him to stay in the game. And it appears it'll be a yellow card on Greenwich. Wow. Did not see that one coming. That's just not good sportsmanship right there. I love to see Oracoli get up, though, showing his toughness. As he's also a part of the baseball team, starter last year, very gritty player, always looking to help the team out, and that's exactly what he does with this soccer team.
Coming into this game, we knew it was going to be physical. We knew there was going to be. We didn't think it's going to be anything more than just a physical, hard game. And if it comes into anything more, I can tell you one thing: Preps is going to be the classier team, and they're gonna take everything they can.
Yeah, we've been saying it. Chris McKay, Greenwich goalie, transferred out of Prep last year. A little bit of rough ends there, a little bit of beef going on. Let's see if that relates to the game anymore. Already been one yellow card. Maybe there might be a couple more. We'll see what happens. Oh, there's a slide tackle there. No call. Great play by Oracoli as he looks to push the ball down the field.
Definitely a clean play. Just got some feet tangled up. Physical games are...
Another physical play, and it'll be a foul on Jamie Becker, Greenwich ball.
I think every game in sports is going to be physical. It's just whether you're intending to do that or your legs are just getting tangled up. And so far, this just seems to be a physical game.
I agree. Lolo with the ball on the left side. Shot. Wide right. Zava with the save. Let's just start something down the field. Kicks it down to Fitzgerald. But Lolo will be there for Greenwich, and Greenwich will possess the ball.
That was a bad kick by Danny Zabo,
I personally think he should have tried to slow the ball down a little bit, but
they've been doing that all season, and Danny Zabo is known as a great person on and off the field, excelling in school, excelling on the soccer field as a leader, a scholar, and an athlete, and that's why it's great to have someone like that on your team.
Yeah, as if you go on the field, you can hear him, directing his troops, trying to get the team riled up together. Playing well together, playing hard together. He's down there being a leader. I'd like to see that.
And that's what it's great to see about this Prep team. So much chemistry. So much chemistry, and it was a heartbreaker not doing as well in the playoffs as they did last year. That's why you can hear kids like Danny Zabo, Jamie Becker really think they're going to get this ring this year.
Yeah, a lot of experience for Prep. See if that will come into play here. As Rooney with the ball. He's tackled, and there'll be a penalty on Greenwich. It's been a little choppy right here. A lot of penalties, a lot of slide tackles. Hopefully they can clean the game up. I don't like to see that. Maybe someone will get hurt. Hopefully not.
It's amazing how young Prep is. They only have 2 seniors on the starting lineup, and they still seem to be very experienced in a big spot like this in the state tournament. So
yeah, good thing to come. Not only this year, but next year and the years to come. A couple of sophomores in the lineup as well. Matt Kyoto has getting some significant minutes, although he's not in now. He's played a lot this year, and also Tim Lyons. He's also has been playing great today. He's in the starting lineup.
We've definitely seen Matt Chioda come in and out of the starting lineup. He's a really high or cold player, but as we watched yesterday, he came in later in the game and he played great. He's just good. He does the fundamentals right. Good passing. Here comes
And it'll be, Greenwich player is down. Hopefully he's all right. As we were just talking about the youth of Fairfield Prep, they have a freshman on the roster, number 59, Andrew Newmeyer. He went in last game.
And Danny Zabo receives a yellow card. I'm not a big fan of that call. Ball comes out of the goal. You're the goalie. You're the last line of defense. And look how big that goal is. He came out. He wanted to get in the action. And he tries to get the ball away, and it's not his fault someone runs into him. Not a big fan of that call. I mean, it can be a very physical sport, and you just can't call every little thing that happens. I mean, this is a state tournament. Everyone wants it.
Prep all year has been ticky-tacky. They've been got a lot of yellow cards. In fact, they were one yellow card away from getting a suspension for next year.
And it appears Danny Zabel will be coming out of the game right here. I believe that is, I'm not sure who's coming in for him here.
Mike Mazzaros,
Mike Mazzaros, a senior. That's big. Danny Zabel is one of Prep's best players, especially here where it's a kick-in for Greenwich. Hopefully Prep can defend right here. I don't like that play by Zabo there, He's going to have to come out.
We look at it last year, we had two great goalies in Chris McKay, who's now on the Greenwich side. And so that's a big loss for Prep, another great goalie with the youth. Now we have Mike Mazzaros, a senior.
And it'll be a great play there by Oracoli. Saved a goal, in my opinion. And it's a field goal. Oh, that was good.
Little desk prep there by a Greenwich player.
Maybe the Greenwich football team could look out for him. I'd have to say that was probably from maybe a 40-yard field goal up and over. Went onto the baseball field, which is a solid 30 yards past the goal.
And here comes Danny Zabo back in goal. I think that was just a specialty play. Get Zabo calmed down. I mean, you can see the pressure and everything going into the game. Take Zabo out. We've seen Mazzaros great on free kicks all this year, and I think it was a pretty good play by
Actually,
Chris.
I believe the rule is that a ref, after a card, can send the player off the field depending on the severity of it. So maybe that's what happened there. I would think that Prep would want their best goalie in for a big play like that. As Greenwich has the ball in the right corner. Passes right in front of the box here. That's Duffy there defending, looking to try and kick the ball out. And it will be a corner for Greenwich. This will be a big offensive play here. I think it's the first or second corner. Definitely the first corner on the right side of the field. Didn't have luck on the first corner for Greenwich on the left side of the field. Let's see what happens here. Kicked in. A little choppy, and ball gets loose left. Good play there by the Prep defense. Oh, big play there. Becker down again, and it'll be a penalty on Greenwich. I don't like to see that.
That was just a dirty play. I mean, Becker lost the ball 30 seconds after, and the guy comes slide tackling in.
Yeah, Becker was nowhere near the ball there. I think that was.
We do see a little handshake and a thumbs up from the Greenwich player. It's going to be an aggressive game.
Yeah, that's how it's been all day, all game so far. A lot of choppiness, a lot of slide tackling, a couple yellow cards as we're approaching 10 minutes left in the first half. 0-0. Prep bomb squad with the chant. Can't really hear what they're saying, but I'm sure it's something to rile up the boys.
It's definitely a rowdy bomb squad today. A much bigger crowd than we had on Tuesday. It's much nicer weather, not as much rain, and it's good to see the boys out here.
And it'll be a Greenwich throw in here with 9:45 left in the first half. Ball passes in, headed by Paoletta.
This is a problem we've seen with Prep all year. If they don't come out hot with a lot of offensive possessions, we've seen them get shut out at times.
Yeah.
And that's not a good look coming in this game as Greenwich's controlled possession, even though Prep's the higher seed and playing at home.
Yeah, Prep. Normally, from what I've seen, they've come out flat a lot. Right around this time, however, they seem to turn it around and get something going. I would say one key for a Prep victory is a goal in the first half. As Greenwich has the ball here, broken up, and it'll be Garrett in the corner with the ball, boots it upfield, looking for Becker. Number 9 for Greenwich comes in and stops. Looking for little defense here by Prep. And it'll be kicked out of bounds, Greenwich throwing.
The key to winning the game is just putting pressure on the opponent's goalie. You make him make the play. A lot of errors are seen.
Yeah, That's Lolo with the moves right there. It'll be headed out by Tim Lyons. And it'll be a Greenwich throw-in in the right corner. If you look at the scoreboard, Fairfield Prep is actually wearing white and Greenwich is wearing red. Don't be confused by that. Prep is the home team tonight. We'll try and get that fixed. Greenwich has a shot on goal deflected, and Zalba will grab the ball. Hopefully they'll slow it down here. Looking for some offense. Big boot downfield, fading right to Becker. Headed, looking to settle the ball down. Couple moves, gets the ball past Lolo, but it'll be kicked out of bounds by Greenwich. Pat Guerra with the throw-in.
It's great to see a game like this play on Prep's new stadium. First games were on it in the spring, and it's such a huge playoff game and so much pressure. It's great to see it on played such a big stage like this.
Yeah, I think it really shows how blessed we are at Prep to have a great stadium like this to showcase our athletic events. Big game for Fairfield Prep soccer, and I think this nice stadium only heightens it.
And Prep will host the next game, the next round on Saturday afternoon against Darien if they end up pulling this game off, which will be a nice big game, which will be, if the winner of that will go into the semifinals, the Class LL.
I love the soccer playoffs because you've got to win a lot of games to make it to the championship, and that's why you see so many upsets like Greenwich taking out Ludlow, and that's why it really doesn't matter how good you play in the regular season. All that matters is the tournament. It's kind of like the March Madness tournament.
Yeah, I believe there's I think I'd have to say over 28 teams in this tournament.
Yeah, 28.
30 teams.
30 sounds right.
30 seed that we beat on Tuesday.
Actually, there's probably more than 30, considering that we were the 3 seeds. That really shows the competitiveness of soccer in the state of Connecticut, and kind of proves how on any given night, any team has a chance to win.
There's also 4 brackets: Class L, Class M, and Class S, which other teams playing around the state of Connecticut.
It'll be Zabo here with the goalie kick. A little knuckleball to Paoletta. Greenwich will maintain a possession. It appears that's Ian Cantrell into the game.
Ian Cantrell started at the beginning of the year. Hasn't scored yet, but he makes a huge factor. Plays a lot of defense. Big hustler. I definitely think he'll make an impact here. And don't be surprised if you see him score his first goal.
You know, one thing to note, although he has not scored this year, he's made a lot of contributions to bring the ball up to the forwards of Fairfield Prep. He kind of hangs back, gives the defense a little help just in case of a Greenwich fast break. I love the way he plays. Selfless teammate, not looking to score, just looking to help out his team for a win. That'll be a kick saved by Zabo, right to him. That's 15 for him, can of corn. Boots it upfield here to Fitzgerald.
One of Dan's favorite targets is Fitzgerald or Patrick Gare. He loves kicking to this sideline. That's where most of the goals happen.
Yeah, look for a cross to Oracoli. You know, he kind of disappears and shows up out of nowhere. Lightning fast speed. He can make a big impact on the game as he's had all season long.
I think Patrick Gare has to work on watching when he tries to do these through balls in the middle because they haven't really worked. They haven't really worked recently against West Haven and Bristol Central. I think he's got to slow down the ball on this side and just move the ball forward, especially in this game like this when it's been so back and forth.
Yeah, Pat Gare has really improved since last year. One of Prep's best defenders this year. Not that much of an offensive threat, but
Danny Zabo, what a play!
What a save! Zabo trying to make an aggressive play there. Slide tackle, ball went right into him, immediately pops back up, makes a great save. That could have been a goal right there. Might have saved the game for Fairfield Prep.
Wow! I mean, Danny Zabo really showed his athletic ability there. He's able to make a great play, sliding in, get the ball out, and then jump up and make another outstanding save where Greenwich really had an open shot at the goal.
He extended his body like a wide receiver, made almost
should show Coach Helston there. It could be a little wide receiver kicker combo. As 4 minutes left in the first half, 0-0. It'll be a Greenwich throw in here. That's Lolo, number 28. Throws it upfield. Back to Lolo. Fitzgerald going after the ball. Controls the ball. Little fast break here for Fairfield Prep. Palo with the ball looking forward. Passes to Oracoli, but it's broken up by Greenwich. It'll be a Prep throw-in. And that Greenwich player on the bench just came out of nowhere. I'm not really sure what he's doing. Coach immediately sends him back to the bench. It appears that'll be Tim Lyons, I believe, with the pass up to Fitzgerald. Settles the ball. Looks to the middle, but it'll be broken up by Greenwich.
Prep has to keep putting the pressure on Greenwich. You know, they haven't had the ball much on the other side of the field. A lot of times we'd be seeing Danny Zabo being peppered with the ball.
Yeah, as I was mentioning earlier in the game, for whatever reason, Prep has tended to come out flat on offense, and hasn't really made that big of an impact. But, now controlling the ball. As
A chance for Prep.
Oracle has the ball in the corner, passes across, but it'll be headed out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick for Fairfield Prep. Look for Quintana here.
That's going to be a throw-in.
Throw-in, excuse me. I believe that is Quintana with the throw-in. Looking to set something up for Prep. Maybe look for a chip-in by Gare, as Quintana passes the ball.
Interesting play by Prep there. Have him throw in, just get the ball back to them, as I know Julito is great at corner kicks.
Set pieces are a big part of the game.
To be kicked out of bounds, Greenwich ball.
Big goalie kick from Chris McKay.
Although McKay and Zabo I would have to say, have almost equal talent, it seems that Zabo has made more of a statement in this game. McKay has played great. I'm not going to take any credit away from him, but Zabo has certainly made some statement plays so far.
I definitely think that's because Greenwich has definitely got more shots on goal on Zabo. But with Chris McKay, you can say I'm a little cold down there with not as many shots. Should be interesting to see when Prep offense does start to explode how he's going to react.
Excuse me there. Sorry for that, for any kind of rattling. My headset fell off. Must have stepped on the wire. As a Greenwich attack on offense in front of the Prep goal, swarmed by defenders, and Greenwich forward falls down. No call. Prep pushes the ball upfield, and it'll be kicked out of bounds.
Prep soccer and Greenwich soccer have a nice history together. 3 years ago, back when Prep was on their way to the state championship game, they beat Greenwich in the semifinal on penalty kicks over at New Canaan High School. Then the following year, Prep and Greenwich played once again in the second round of the playoffs, and Greenwich knocked Prep out 2-0. So consider this game 3 in the past 4 years between Prep soccer and Greenwich soccer.
Yeah, I would have to say Prep and Greenwich should have a great sports rivalry in general, whether it be hockey, soccer, lacrosse,
Definitely.
Swimming.
Prep.
Swimming. One of the great sports rivalry in the state of Connecticut.
Yeah, Prep definitely has a larger pool of kids to get from, as in Fairfield, Wilton, and other places in Fairfield.
And it'll be deflected by McKay. It's a great save there. Quintana looks to retain possession, and it'll be a throw-in for Greenwich.
And also, Greenwich is such a large city.
Only one high school. I believe there's roughly around
3,000 kids.
3,000 kids, opposed to Fairfield Prep's only 1,000. And it'll be halftime here. We'll take a brief break. 0-0 Prep Greenwich. It's been a close one so far. We'll catch you guys back at the end of the half. we are back. 40 minutes on the clock. Half two, just about to begin. Greenwich 0, Fairfield Prep 0. It's been a shootout so far. A lot of offense, a lot of defense, a lot of everything, a lot of slide tackles. What have you seen so far, Ken?
I've seen a physical game played by both sides. I've seen Jacko Orcoli dominate the middle of the field through dribbling and passing. And I've seen Connor Fitzgerald have a couple opportunities in the second half.
What about you, Connor?
I've seen Prep, they stick with their same guys. They've gone a little bit in and out, but they have the same starting 11, out here for the second half. And they're going to come out, physical once again against Greenwich, and they're going to look to push the ball and put more shots on Chris McKay, put some pressure on him.
One thing we forgot to mention, Ken McCauley sitting in here for Kyle Dunn as Greenwich takes the ball to begin the second half. Pat Gary with a kick out of bounds.
Pat Gare has been solid all year, manning down that right side of the field for Fairfield Prep. Good leader in a junior role.
Low with the throw-in. Greenwich controls the ball right now. Cross pass intercepted by Quintana. Looking for some offense right here. Settles the ball across to, who is that? Pat Gare. And Pat Gare kicks it up, and it will be a Fairfield Prep throw-in.
Seeing Coach Liddy very anxious on the side of the field right now. I mean, usually when Prep's going into the second half, they have at least a goal lead. Even against teams like BC High, they've had a goal lead going into the first half. It's a little uncomfortable situation for a Prep team.
Go ahead.
In a one-game elimination game, you want to, get on the board early, get that goal, feel comfortable, because, you never know when that goal is going to come.
As it'll be Tim Lyons fighting for the ball here, and ref will blow his whistle. The Prep ball here, penalty on Greenwich. As we mentioned before, this game's gone back and forth. A lot of offense, a lot of defense, a lot of slide tackling. Let's see if Zabo can control the ball here.
Looking for a big kick from Zabo, who's looking to try to get some people in the box open.
It's saved by Chris McKay.
Oh,
Great, another shot.
Go!
Fairfield Prep. That'll be
Biage.
Biagio Paoletto.
And I like to see a nice celebration here.
Let's see, going over to the bomb squad. Crowd is going nuts right now. Oh, wow. Hopefully they can manage this right now. Would not want an excessive celebration call. Prep's got to get back on. Greenwich wants to start, but that was a great opportunity there. A lot of shots, a rebound, kicking the ball back and forth. They finally put it in the
Chris
net.
McKay.
Not even 2 minutes into the second half, and we're already seeing the goal from Prep, which is good. Get some momentum on their side.
I know Chris McKay was coming into this game looking to set a tone of why he left Fairfield Prep. Score is now 1-0, and he looked like he was stuck in cement there.
As Rooney has the ball, Jamie Becker put on gloves for the second half. Let's see if that makes a difference.
It's cold out there on the field tonight.
Yeah, a little rainy. We're lucky to be up here in the booth, nice and warm.
A lot of wind, too.
All it takes is one goal to break the game open. We'll see how that plays out.
Prep plays their best soccer when they're ahead. That once they get the lead, they never look back. They're very aggressive, and when they have a lead, it cushions them, and they play even more aggressive.
They have to continue put the foot on gas and keep trying to score. You can never be satisfied with the amount of goals you score.
Rooney with the ball here. Passes to Gare. Saved.
And with a 1-0 lead, Prep needs to stick with what they've been doing the whole year. They need to continue to make those three-person triangles in the middle of the field, try to work it around, get some give and goes, try to get more opportunities at the net.
As it'll be Greenwich has the ball right now on defense, looking to pass the ball upfield, but Zabo will get the ball, boot it downfield. Wow. That's all I can describe as kick. Wow. Very strong leg.
I can describe it as powerful, magnificent. Accurate, yep. Precise. There's a difference between accurate and precision, though.
You might as well just put Danny Zabo in a car commercial because, powerful, precise. What else we say? Accurate.
Sounds like an Audi.
He's like a sports car. Very valuable. We're lucky that Fairfield Prep has an aspect like him, as it'll be Greenwich ball 2-on-2 here. Greenwich with the missed kick there, slowing the ball down. Still have the advantage. Gets by Lyons, and a great play by Payletta. He's been all over the field. He's one of the most athletic players I've ever seen.
What I've been seeing since the first half and second half, these Greenwich forwards cannot handle the physicality of the Prep defense. Prep defense likes to play like a nice hard-nosed defense in your face that don't let you get a lot of space to do whatever you want to do with your feet. So it creates turnovers.
Like we've said, it seems like the same exact thing happens every game. The first 20 minutes, Prep comes out a little slow, barely possesses the ball. The opposing team has a ton of shots on goal, and then come 20 minutes left in the first half, it seems like they just turn on a switch. That's exactly what's happened here. Prep has dominated the offensive possession this whole second half and in the end of the first half.
That's also why having Danny Zabo is a huge, plus for Prep. He can stop those shots in the first half,
Yeah, another great save right there. Although that was probably wide right, got to make sure, as there'll be a Greenwich corner here.
Quick comment on the bomb squad. All my viewers out there, I know you heard me Tuesday night, said it was a Tuesday night bomb squad. Tonight we're looking at a Friday night, under the lights, 6 o'clock, sunny bomb squad. You should write that one down.
Everyone's out here supporting Prep, You can see the loud bomb squad. They had a nice halftime show, and now they're all hyped up for the second half after Prep scored.
Another great save there by Danny Zabo. If I had to guess, I'd say he has at least 10 saves so far. 3 of them have been crucial.
He's looking like Tim Howard for USA.
I think that's a bad analogy. I'd just describe it as a brick wall.
I would describe it as Jimmy Craig, 1980 U.S. men hockey team goalie. He's not a sieve, and if for all the viewers out there who don't know what a sieve is, it is a culinary device with holes that displaces water.
We used a little sieve in one of our chemistry labs this year. Danny Zabo, a little bit of a weird play there. Must not have seen the Greenwich defender. Almost resulted in a Greenwich goal, but Zabo stayed calm, picked the ball up. Little goalie ball here. So he'll boot it downfield.
See, Prep can continue to put the pressure on Chris McKay. He has a lot of pressure now on him to keep the deficit at 1 and allow his offense to try and put some pressure on Danny Zabo again.
Yeah, on Payletta's goal, he really had no chance, as it'll be a handball.
Greenwich is hoping that Chris McKay doesn't turn into a Swiss cheese.
I like that analogy. All sorts of culinary analogies tonight, as it'll be Lolo with the kick in for Greenwich here.
He's going to look to use his turkey club to chip this one into the box. Oh, my bad. I meant to say lob wedge.
Was there? Did you purposely try and say chip there? Was that a pun? Was it pun intended there?
Absolutely not.
All right. As a little lefty boot here, and it'll be
Southpaw.
Yeah, running down to the sideline. Duffy nudged out, but Becker will
Kept
retain.
in bounds.
Ooh!
Little nifty move there.
Clear.
That's a Ronaldo move right there, folks. That's something that goes in a soccer instructional video. That's what I call a little curtain.
Do they still make those? I remember I used to love going to the library and getting instructional videos, but I think the times have turned. I'm not sure if they make those anymore.
You can tune into I'm pretty sure you can tune into either YouTube or any other social media device.
I'd agree, as it'll be Lolo with the throw in here for Greenwich. Greenwich has possessed the ball a little bit more than Prep has since Prep's goal. Hopefully Prep can continue to attack, not get too cocky. Excuse me. Zabo with the save there. Slows the ball down, waiting for his squad to get down the field.
As I said, we thought Liddy would feel more comfortable on the sidelines right now. I still see him. He looks a little anxious. He doesn't want his team to step off the gas here with 30 minutes left in the second half.
Yeah, he's all business on game day. Barely ever shows emotion. Always has a straight face. Plan attack. Always knows what to do. As Julito and Payletta exchange the ball, but Greenwich will retain possession.
Tim Lyons battling.
As Greenwich player down, no call. Greenwich will still retain a possession. Number 11 shoots. Saved by Zabo.
And they stop by Zabo.
No matter how hard you can shoot it, no matter how much spin is going to be on the ball, no matter how much curve is going to be on the ball, nothing is going to get past Danny Zabo. We've seen that. We've seen it past their 13-2-1 record in the regular season. Not many opponents can get past him.
As Becker on the right side chasing for a ball, he'll give up, and it will be appears a Fairfield prep throw-in. Wow. He must have known what's going on, because I certainly thought that Fairfield prep would touch that ball last, but great mental play right there by Becker.
And one of those 2 losses was a tough loss to St. Anthony's, who's ranked in the top 10 of the country out of Long Island, and the prep played them well. They didn't score their 2 goals until the last 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
So we've seen prep play good defense and good teams this year.
A lot of missed opportunities in that game, but, the pass is the pass. Prep ahead 1-0 right now with 30 minutes left in the second half, hoping to continue their state run. As Quintana with a throw-in here. Paoletta.
And this year, prep tied the best record in prep history for a regular season in soccer. Let's see if they can
As Fitzgerald has the ball. Slide tackle, retains possession. Kicks the ball upfield. Rooney with the ball. Passes to Pat Gare, but is intercepted by Greenwich defender Lolo. And Zach Duffy with chasing the ball down. He's a new addition for the Fairfield prep starter. Did not play much earlier in the season, but played pretty strong tonight. Missed slide tackle there, but Zabo backs him up. Great save.
Zach Duffy's a senior. He's played 4 years through prep soccer. Played freshman year and then 2 years of JV, and now finally getting his chance to shine here on varsity in the state tournament, which is a big spot for everyone who is on the field right now.
Yeah, I think these prep defenders always are aggressive, knowing that Zabo has their back as Becker runs down the ball on the sideline. Great play there.
Opportunity. Hustle means
Cross
goals.
the ball, and it'll be a out of bounds. It'll be Greenwich ball.
I was really hoping for that one to be blasted at Chris McKay there.
Personally, I think that Becker kind of rushed the gun there. Maybe should have tried to slow the ball down and set something up, but can't do anything about it. And actually, it'll be a corner kick. Must have been a deflection. Not surprised, as that shot was way off. It'll be Quintana in the corner.
Julito, he's known for getting it right in the right spot in the box on a corner kick.
Corner kick, as it'll be deflected out. Pat Gary with the ball, kicks it. Great stop by Greenwich right there.
Right into a defender for Greenwich. Now they're on the move, pushing the ball up. See if Prep's defense can get back in time.
I wouldn't be too worried right now. Danny Zabo's right back there. He's already in position. I mean,
it's strange the way he plays. It seems that when Prep's on offense, he's almost like he's almost right there in the offense looking for a shot, and all of a sudden, Greenwich gets the ball. Oh, as Rooney right there, that's a dirty play. That's a shove. He might get a card
dirty
for that
play.
one.
I believe that's just a hustle play. I mean, I wouldn't call it dirty because it's hard to judge a dirty play in a high school soccer game. I mean, there's a lot of emotions going on. You want to win a state championship for your high school. You want to bring it back. You want to come back 40 years from now, and you just want to look at it and say, hey, we won the state championship, right?
Yeah, Matt Kyoto getting loose on the sideline just in case there's any card. But, Rooney admitted his mistake, spoke with the ref, learned from his mistake, accepted it, and he'll move on. That's great sportsmanship right there.
The ref's doing a great job this game so far with all the penalties. He's really explaining to the defenders, where their mistake was, and that's great to see.
Yeah, hopefully the refs are trying to, clean up the game, make sure no one gets hurt, but still maintain the competitive edge.
In the end, that's health, we'll have the players in a safe environment. It's all about fun, As much as everyone wants to win, in the end, it's all about health.
As there's some confusion with the refs in the Greenwich sideline here. Not exactly sure what's going on, but hopefully they can clear it up.
Chris McKay just ran down midfield to give number 27 for Greenwich a little tip. Played with Zabo for numerous amounts of years. Knows his tendencies. Maybe this could give him a little advantage here.
27 seems to be using two different colored cleats. Blue on the left.
That's
and
what I
pink
like
on
to
the
call a hard-no.
Maybe a little NFL kicker action.
Exactly.
Right foot a little tighter than the left. I think that's a little aggressive for a high school soccer game.
Hey,
but
we all like our different kind of ice cream,
Trying to gain an advantage.
Whatever helps you, I'm all for it.
You play good, you look good, you feel good, right?
Yeah.
As
a Prep will try and get a little offensive push here.
Might be the other way around, but I think we all agree a neon cleat is not the way to go.
Personally, I would just go with a little white and red. Works for both teams. clean, stylish, gets the job done. I'm not a big fan of the orange and yellow, as Quintana looks like he has a fresh pair of kicks this game.
It's all matching the uniform, I think.
Exactly. On the baseball field, if I showed up with a pair of it'll be kicked out by Prep. Almost a goal there for Greenwich, but Prep defense
As you were
was
saying,
able to cover.
baseball.
As I was saying, if I showed up to the baseball field with some orange cleats, Coach Moritz would send me home.
Why?
He's a big fan of
Tradition
and uniform, having everyone wearing the same uniform. Not a big flashy guy. So
his way or the highway, basically, is what you're
pretty
saying.
much.
Interesting.
As Zappa will have a goalie ball right here. A little confusion with the ref and a couple Fairfield Prep and Greenwich players. Ref running downfield, and waiting for the green light for Zappa to get this kick.
We're seeing him retrieve the ball right behind Daniel Zabo. It looks to be Nick Bartles, Greenwich star, who's out of the game today.
That's unfortunate. We want the state tournament game to be as competitive as possible. Wouldn't wish an injury upon anyone, as Greenwich will settle the ball in the middle of the field. Zach Duffy running after it. Kicks the ball out of bounds. Great play.
I'm going to be a little biased here. I don't think his impact against the back four for Prep, I don't think it would have been that great of an impact. I know he has the scoring capability, but Prep's defense tonight has been playing very well. I'm sure Biagio would have man-marked him the whole game.
As it'll be out of bounds here, probably a Prep throw-in.
Biagio is definitely Prep's toughest defender. He started all last year. Once again, started this year. Especially, he learned a lot from, I think, Simon Whiteman, who's a 3-year starter on varsity, who's a big dual-sport athlete, just as Biagio is.
Yeah, both of them are great competitors. Two of the most athletic kids I've ever seen in my life, both on the baseball field and the soccer field. Always looking to make, a mental play to help their team. Always thinking it out. Always just doing everything they can to win.
What about me?
Never seen you play soccer. I know that you're a big threat in any intramural or rec kind of game.
Mm-hmm.
Always looking for a mental advantage, as we saw today in our rec game.
Intramural
game.
I believe that I could compete. I'm a competitor. I'm a hard worker. And if any of the soccer players listening to this right now, I respect the game.
All right, this is not about you. This is about Fairfield Prep. So let's get back at it as
I'm
Greenwich.
back at it.
As Greenwich boots the ball down.
Oh!
Another save by Danny Zabo, coming out of the goal, being aggressive. That's his style. I love it.
Flying squirrel or flying Zabo?
Seems to be taking his time here with the ball.
Gentleman, a scholar, and an athlete.
Renaissance man, as Father Egan would say. As it's booted out of bounds, it'll be a Prep throw-in here on the right side of the field. Approaching 25 minutes left in the second period. Fairfield Prep 1, Greenwich 0.
The work ethic of Danny Zabo is tremendous. I always see him in the academic center, corner desk,
It'll be
getting his work done on his iPad,
a kick left,
working hard.
kick wide left for Biagio, as you were saying, Ken.
As I was saying, he's a hard worker both on the field and in the classroom. Never see him not trying to get good grades. He's always in there just working hard.
That's what I like to see. Values the embodies the Prep spirit of both being athletic, having athletics, and being academic at the same time. I love to see it.
Part of the grad we have here at Prep is really what Danny Zabo is trying to fulfill.
As Greenwich will kick the ball through the middle of the field, a little back and forth action here. Gary sets the ball up for Becker, who passes it to Oracoli, back to Becker on the sideline. Becker with a couple moves. He's tripped, and it will slows the ball down, pass it to Jorge. Becker back with the ball here. Couple moves, triple team, back to Jorge. Pass to Oracoli, broken up by Greenwich. And Oracoli back with it. Biagio now settling in.
Some open room, but quickly surrounded by Greenwich defenders.
Passes to Julito Oje Quintana with a shot.
Oh!
Right.
Just missed. He needs a little bend it like Beckham there to get that one back in.
Not enough spin.
Bend it like Beckham, I'd say. Bend it like Julito, huh?
Not quite.
Not quite. Very quite. I believe that he has the shot power and shot skill to curve the ball as David Beckham would curve the ball in an English Premier game.
Quintana loves the game, loves playing it, loves watching it. Good friends with him in a couple of my classes. He's always talking about soccer. I love to see it. Living out his true passion.
Julito and Chris McKay were great friends growing up. They live in Greenwich together. They take the train for the past 2 years, and now he's a little lonely, but it's definitely a good friendship that they have, and now we're seeing it on the field as two enemies, or
As
not enemies,
Rooney
opponents.
dribbling the ball up on the right side, keeps it in bounds, looking for Becker, but it'll be broken up by the Greenwich defender as Fitzgerald takes the ball back to Oracoli. Little move, broken up, Greenwich ball.
Oracoli needs a screamer here. I'm talking about a screamer that you hear at a Dave Matthews Band concert from the crowd.
Great play by Zach Duffy. No call there. That's clean. I love it. As a little tangle up here with Zach Duffy and the Greenwich forward. Jorge trying to also get in the party of here as Danny Zabo chases down the ball. I think he should get back in the goal. Open net
This
for
is
Greenwich.
costly.
Wow.
Oh, and he just rushed it a little
Not
bit.
even close.
He just took his time.
Sail.
Just a bit high.
You know,
Wide right of the
that's a
field goal.
huge missed opportunity there for Greenwich. Open net.
Seems to be Greenwich player on the ground.
We're not able. I'm just gonna.
Mouthful. That's a mouthful.
I should just stop talking. Anyway,
Nah.
Greenwich player down on the field. Hopefully he's all right. Ref signals off the clock.
Stopped at 21:36 right now.
As we were saying, Fairfield Prep 1, Greenwich 0. Been a lot of back and forth so far. A lot of pushing and shoving. A lot of tackling. Just a very physical game. A lot of emotion. That's what I like to see in a state tournament game.
See, this might be a more serious injury than it looks, as Prep's heading to the bench and only
So is
the trainers
Greenwich.
coming out to Greenwich.
Hopefully Gina can check it out, see what's going on. Hope he's all right.
Interesting number choice by Chris McKay. 91. I'm pretty sure that's Tyler Sagan's number on the Dallas Stars. If I'm not, I'm gonna go look that up real quick. Tyler Sagan, great goal scorer for the Dallas Stars. Very similar to how Chris McKay is a great goalkeeper.
Also a big Dallas Stars fan, as we know. I've seen his Instagram. He's been to a few Dallas Stars games when they played the Rangers up here, Madison Square Garden, in New York.
And I am correct. Tyler Sagan is number 91 for the Dallas Stars, and that's what I just like to let my viewers know out there, that I am a big hockey guy.
Why don't we just give you a round of applause, Ken?
Thank you. I will take that. And if you can, I'm working on getting on a hockey blog. Looking to get that going full steam ahead.
Maybe we'll do a couple hockey games this year. Fairfield Prep Hockey's team is looking very promising. A lot of returning players. Last year, very young team. This year, mostly returning players. Hopefully, they can make a nice run this year, as they have historically at.
Quick hockey look-in. Key player for them is a junior, Brennan Henry, nicknamed the Bully, because when he's on the ice, not a lot of people want to mess with him. He's a big body, very strong. He did a lot of big hip checks.
Yeah, he's in my math class along with other hockey players, Chris Brown and Jack Kavanaugh. All three great kids, very athletic, great hockey players looking to help Prep make a big run this year in the tournament.
Hockey's a huge staple at Fairfield Prep. We've had some great players coming through here. The Drury brothers, who we've seen in the NHL. And under the guidance of Coach Moritz and Coach Say, the hockey should have a good season this year.
Yeah, as the Greenwich player finally will walk off the field, it appears that he might be out for the rest of the game. Took his cleat off. Hopefully he's all right. Approaching 20 minutes left in the game.
When I used to play soccer, I used to have that happen to me. You get a little twist in the ankle. It's a little uncomfortable, a little stiff.
Yeah.
It feels like you broke it, but you didn't. I know what he's talking about there. He needs to do a little rest, immobilize. The other parts I cannot remember.
I believe it's rest, ice, compression, elevation.
You would know that.
I'm a big injury guy myself.
You're a big weight room guy.
Yeah, I am.
All about the rest.
Coach Moritz on the baseball team, every day making comments of how I should bulk up. Had 2 egg sandwiches for lunch, so looking for that good source of protein.
2.
Prep
I was expecting more of a double digits situation there.
As game will resume, 1-0, Fairfield Prep ahead as Fairfield Prep's goaltender Danny Zabo boots one down the field. Down to Fitzgerald.
Now the Prep Bomb Squad just chanted, "We want Ludlow," which is the team that Greenwich beat to get into this game. That was a good game. Greenwich came back and scored 2 goals in the last 10 minutes to upset Greenwich, who had beat them 3-0 earlier in the season, which is a big part of why we
big
love
hit by
playoff
Bosch.
soccer. We see teams that lose in the regular season come back and win when it matters in the playoffs. which is another reason why we love high school sports today.
Oh,
Kids play hard.
Biagio with some great moves. Blow right by him with the shot.
Back,
Saved.
Kicked out of the way.
And it'll be Greenwich ball, but Becker kicks the ball back in. Greenwich has the ball.
Biagio
Looking
may
to
look like
advance
he had
it.
that kid on his knee proposing.
Look like he's on a hockey player there. Give him some skates.
Looked like he was on skates.
All right, so it'll be Greenwich ball here. Looking to make an offensive run. As Jorge playing a little defense. Biagio steps in front. It'll be a penalty on Prep.
Interesting
Greenwich
call
ball.
by the
I
referee.
don't really see anything wrong with that play.
Hasn't really been calling it all game, and he decides to call it with 20 minutes left in the second half. I don't know how he could do that, but I respect the call.
Didn't really see what happened there, but to me it didn't.
Might have been a shirt tug. The referee tells all the players tucking their shirts, see if they come undone. Might have been one of those situations.
Very ironic, as pretty much every single player on the field does not have their shirt tucked in. They should probably be abiding to the rules.
Yeah, but would you have your shirt tucked in during the game?
Absolutely.
Really?
Tucking your jersey for baseball.
Big
More aerodynamic.
tradition guy, so I forgot.
Exactly. We just passed 20 minutes in the second half. We are closing in on the end of the game. Let's see if Prep can hold this 1-0 lead they have.
It'll be Lolo with a throw in for Greenwich. Looks back, passes. Quintana looking to make something happen. Dancing back and forth. Becker coming up. Oracoli praying. Look for Oracoli to make an impact here. It's been a little quiet this game. See what happens.
Oh, it's a
Closing in.
screamer.
Oh, not quite. Not quite. Just a bit outside.
Reminds me there of one of your wiffle ball hits. Comes off the bat really heavy, coming off hot and then just dies down.
Never seen a better one-handed swing wiffle ball than from you, Ken.
Bit of a sore subject, Connor's in the booth with us. He's the champion. I give his teams props, but unfortunately, due to a doctor's appointment, I was not able to attend
Not an impact.
the playoff game, and
Not an
I
impact.
think my presence would have helped.
That was one of those games we see in the one-game eliminations where you guys beat us 3-2 in the regular season, and we came back and won 12-2 in the playoffs. But it was a good matchup. You guys are good. Next year, I wish you guys the best of luck.
Pardon me. We did not just beat you. We romped you. It was a key-defining win of the season. But we're going to talk about the Greenwich first Prep soccer game and how
As
this would be
Jorge
a
will
very
throw it
defining.
in.
This would be a very defining win for Fairfield Prep.
It's Fairfield Prep on the offensive attack. Paoletta with the ball, kicks it back out to Rooney. Looking to bring the ball back into the box. Passes over there to Gare with a little chip shot. A little 54 wedge back to Becker.
Nice stop.
Little pass to Paoletta, broken up by Greenwich. Tim Lyons, little defense. Oracoli coming out of nowhere. Retains possession, back
got
to Lyons. Over to Gare. See what he does with it. Passes to Quintana.
In the
gets by
box.
him. But Quintana back trying to get the ball. And it'll be
Trying to
saved.
get up to Becker.
Back to Becker. Becker turns it around, looking to make something happen, and it'll be a Fairfield Prep throw-in. As Fairfield Prep bomb squad with a little "I believe" chant. I also believe that Fairfield Prep has a good chance to win. What about you guys?
I think Prep is a really good shot. They're keeping the pressure on the Greenwich defenders right now. Keep it in their side of the field because they can't score from their side of the field, I believe.
Yeah, another goal by Prep would just suck all the momentum out of Greenwich. Let's see what happens here on this offensive attack.
Momentum. The momentum hasn't really been present in this game. Their defense, the Prep defense, really stopped most of their chances so far. I would like to say that I don't think that the Prep or the Greenwich midfielders are doing enough work inside the middle of the field to try to create options on the outside of the field, maybe get a cross in.
For those of you who can't see, Ken just made a diagram, a nice diagram. Might be a coach, future coach for Prep soccer. He knows his stuff.
Unfortunately,
My resume is online.
Unfortunately, we do not have the technology that Fox Sports has, where we can draw little diagrams on the screen. But Ken's drawn out on his piece of paper here. He's a huge soccer guy.
Fox
loves
Sports.
the sport.
Fox Sports, not a great broadcasting booth. Technical difficulties are
The World Series is just a pain.
any big stage they have, they seem to screw it up.
As
That's
Greenwich will
how I
pass the
would
ball
describe
upfield, Jorge takes it over, looks to Quintana. Paoletta with the ball, moving it upfield, back to Quintana.
Prep needs to keep the pressure.
Passes to Fitzgerald, kicks it out. Unfortunately, Greenwich will retain possession, but Rooney.
Rooney steps in the way.
front, gets the ball, back to Oracoli. Oracoli with a couple moves, kicks it back to Rooney.
that. Racket.
Oh, wow.
It's a blue.
That looked like a line drive of Yoenis Cespedes' bat right there.
That was a screamer
Right
if I've
right
ever heard
by.
Ken say it better.
Screamer. I'm gonna have to switch my word. I've been using it too much, I guess.
Maybe a little rocket. As
Shot, maybe.
Fairfield Prep looking for the ball. A little
Shot of a
mix up.
cannon.
Rooney with the ball gets through his legs. Paoletta takes over. Passes to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald with a couple moves.
Nice
Gets
move
by
by
him.
Fitzgerald.
Spin cycle guy.
By double two.
That's a foul.
Quintana with the ball. Passes it back out to Gare. Little chip shot here by Gare.
Fitzgerald needs to keep playing. We've seen this once before in the game where he tries to draw the penalty and the play's on and he's missing it.
As Greenwich with the attack, and it'll be kicked out of bounds. Greenwich corner. Fitzgerald has a very strange attack. You know, he's kind of all over the place, but really always has possession of the ball, kind of kicking it off players' knees, but always kind of has a sense of where the ball's going.
He has good technique, I think.
As Greenwich has a corner kick here, maybe a little set play here. They're trying to get something going with 15 minutes left in the second half. Fairfield Prep up 1-0 to Greenwich.
Connor Fitzgerald has a knack for putting the ball in the back of the net. Seems like he's magnetically attracted to the goal.
As it's kicked out by Gare. Greenwich retains possession. Pat Gare running after the ball, but Lolo boots it up. A little chip shot here. Zabo with a save.
See, Lolo is similar to Biagio. They both have strong legs and good on defense, but Biagio's got the best of him with the one goal for Prep so far.
See this kick by Zabo. Little drop kick. Gets it up nearly halfway down the field. It'll be out of bounds. Greenwich throw-in. Lolo with a throw-in here. Passes it to number 11. Rooney with defense. Up to number 24. Conway defending. In the corner here. Little nifty moves. Conway trying to stay on his feet. Passes it back out.
Opportunity here.
See, Prep can stop it.
Ooh.
Keep
Gary,
momentum.
Gary chips it out.
No mas.
Number 11. Oracoli going after the ball right now.
It's good hustle by number 8, Oracoli.
Oh, Biagio taking a shot off the face.
I couldn't tell which was harder, the ball hitting Biagio's thigh or the thigh hitting the Biagio's ball. I mean, the ball.
I would describe that as, a little ricochet there. It's like throwing a tennis ball like 3 feet away from a brick wall, coming right back at you, double the speed.
I would describe it as a chemical reaction taking place between the ball and
Biagio's
thigh.
Let's not get too serious here. This will be a Greenwich throw-in.
Too serious. I'm strictly business.
Academic excellence, so we strive for here at Prep, so we like to make comparisons.
It's not.
Be another throw-in here for Greenwich.
It's not banking business. It's business banking.
Wells Fargo. Dream job for Ken. As it'll be kicked out. Oh, a little bicycle kick here by Oracoli. Pass it up to Fitzgerald. Let's see if he can make something happen here. He's great on the one-on-ones. Passes it back to Oracoli. Oh, a little slip.
Kill him! Oh, kill him! Ooh!
Back to Quintana. Quintana passed it back to Oracoli. Chipped out to Jorge. Quintana falls also. A little slippery. Someone check this turf here.
It rained earlier today, so that must be a reason why it's a little slippery today on the turf.
Personally, I personally think it's the yellow cleats. Paoletta's wearing some white cleats. I have not seen him slip all day. Delphi with the defense. 22 for Greenwich. Passes over to number 11 for Greenwich. Gare in front of him. Becker running down. As Rooney gets possession, kicks it out.
Wow.
That was a beautiful play.
See if Oracoli can hustle. See if he can get it over
Let's
McKay.
see what happens.
Oh.
McKay with a little chip shot.
McKay was out of the box. He wasn't able to use his hands there. It was a tough play.
A little 60 wedge there.
Exactly.
Approaching 10 minutes left in the game. Fairfield Prep 1, Greenwich 0. Fitzgerald with the offensive presence. Taken back by Greenwich, though.
Misplayed by Greenwich there. They had an opportunity as number 9 was behind the defense there.
And it'll be Tim Lyons here with the throw-in. He's been a little quiet this second half, but overall has played a great game. Passes it into Jack Oracoli. Greenwich bat. Rooney with the stop. Back to Jorge. Cross it to Quintana. A little collision there. Ball loose. Becker maintains possession.
Oh, he's in the box here.
Oh, little
Can
chip
you,
shot.
bend it like Becker over there, or no? Just Just a bit high.
Little right there. Probably used like an 8-iron there. Needed a 7.
sounds like Rudy Moritz with the golf talk over here.
Yeah, he's a big golf fan.
Is he a big Steed fan?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see this baseball season. See what happens.
Prep's looking for a good year, coming off a tough loss to Stanford High last year. But Prep baseball is always good with the Stones and other.
Yeah,
shining cats.
another Stone coming up through the prep system. Adam Stone. He's like 6'11", freshman. I'm sure he'll go to Harvard too.
Got
It's
good
just a
talent.
Stone thing.
Oh, he'll be joining me then, right?
Exactly, Ken.
Yeah. Ken McCauley.
Maybe we can board.
Ken's probably gonna go to Harvard for broadcasting,
If the fans want me to, then I guess I have to, right?
as it'll be a little confusion here. I thought I heard the ref blow the whistle, but ball's still live.
Must have a jokester in the stands.
Oh. And it'll be wide
Oh.
right. Little collision there. I don't know what happened. It
That
seemed
one-
like a little shoving, then a little collision.
That one had
Tana
a
slow to get up. Well, hopefully he's all right.
that strike had a zip code and an address. Not at the goal though.
That was way right. Not even close.
Close,
Good velocity though.
close but no cigar.
I wouldn't say it was that close. Zaba with the kick here. Puts it downfield. Out to Quintana. Misses. Biagio with the ball.
Let's just say there's a big difference between throwing a hand grenade and an atomic bomb.
That's correct. Much
Great
bigger
observation.
splash damage by the atomic bomb.
Great observation, Ken.
Thank you.
Quintana fighting for the ball. Or excuse me, Tim Lyons fighting for the ball. Throwing for Greenwich here. Greenwich trying to, speed the game up a little bit. 9 minutes left in the second period. As that Pat Gare,
Every second, counts in the end of the game as we
it's a game of inches, it's a game of seconds.
Game of Thrones.
I'm seeing a little MLS style action here. The Greenwich offense. They're getting quick crosses from the side. Not a lot of.
Oh, that's killer.
Now collision. But everyone seems to be up.
In the NFL, it's a big head-on-head. That was ankle on ankle right there, but everyone's all right.
Tough
As
ankle
Speedy
spots the
Oracoli
ankles.
looks to pass the ball up to Fitzgerald. Greenwich maintains possession. McKay, what was that?
That's a
That went nowhere. That was
that's
like
a shank, I believe.
That's
that was like a Tony Romo pass right there, wobbling duck.
That would be a home run in an elevator shaft, if you ask me.
And it'll be, let's see what the ref calls. Fairfield Prep throwing.
So you said earlier, Ken, are you a big fan of the MLS? Who's your favorite team?
Favorite team? I'm gonna have to go with New York City FC. Inaugural season here, and love the team. Love David Villa. He's just a goal scorer.
Nice easy one-stop train ride to the game over at Yankee
It's
Stadium,
very true.
rather than New York Red Bulls, which it's a drive,
I
kind of
believe
a
they
hike.
play at MetLife.
They do?
What's wrong with
believe they
MetLife?
do.
What's wrong with MetLife?
Another
Nothing
wrong.
wrong
I
with
did
MetLife,
not
just,
know that. I thought they had their own stadium. That's a mistake by my part. But MetLife's being used tonight by the Thursday Night Football, Jets versus Bills tonight.
Let's
Big
get back
game.
to the game here. Greenwich with the ball.
Another
Nice
back
stop by
steal.
Rooney.
Used his
See if
back
Zabo
foot to
will
steal
come
that.
out to save this. He's a little taunting right there with the Greenwich team. Come and get it. Finally picks the ball up. That's kind of the way Zabo plays. Very, very aggressive.
Closing
Very
on
cocky.
seven
I'd
and
love
a
to
half
see
minutes
it,
here in the game.
He has faith in his gift. But that was a little aggressive right there.
Similar to the Geico commercial with the guy holding the dollar bill on the fishing line, reeling it up.
Oh,
Come
I
and
think
get it.
that's a State Farm commercial, but I like the point.
Geico has a different brand of commercials. They have more you
15
save.
minutes could save you 15%. I've never bought that
I-
personally.
Legally,
I
we're
wanna
not
try.
legally we're not allowed to say that.
As it'll be Nico, it'll be
Trademarked
Jorge
it.
with the throw-in. Excuse me. Quintana tying his shoe once again. The orange shoes coming back to bite Prep.
How so?
We should get some team shoes up in here. Prep should get some matching
Prep Pride.
shoes.
I hope you're listening to this. Maybe got his little sponsorship here with Nike or maybe Adidas, Under Armour. Or
We have
something.
Under Armour is Prep right now. Got new football jerseys for the season. They look beautiful. It'll be on display tomorrow night here at Rafferty. Prep plays Xavier in a big game at 6 o'clock here at Rafferty.
Prep's got to win if they want to stay alive in the playoffs. As Greenwich with the attack right here.
2 big final home games for Prep football, but now this other Prep football team is looking to continue their run in the state tournament.
Prep football ahead 1-0
It's
here with
football
6
season
minutes
at
left
Prep.
in the second half.
It's,
Greenwich with the throw in here.
funny.
Attacked, immediately attacked by Quintana.
Meg. 27 just got nutmegged.
It's funny to see how football is sold in the regular season, and yet we're in the second round of state playoffs here for soccer.
Yeah, American football is definitely a much longer season.
Play less games.
Less games, a lot more contact, a lot more injuries, a lot more commitment.
This game, you'll be able to tell the difference, though. There's a lot of contact between Prep and Greenwich in this game.
Yeah, you might as well throw on some pads if you're a player in this one. There's going to be a lot of bruising after this game.
We're seeing Coach Liddy go with a more conservative approach with 5 minutes left in the second half. He's stepping off the gas a little, going more conservative. He's putting at least 5 in the back line.
You know,
A little prevent defense installed right now.
no shame in his approach. Want to maintain the lead. It's a playoff game, not looking to run up the score, just looking to survive and advance.
You play to win the game,
I
as
mean,
they say.
I would love them to really just score at least 2 more goals. I mean, it's a statement for the rest of the tournament that Prep's not here to mess around.
I want to save your goals for the next game, though.
If you can score 'em now, you can score 'em then.
Exactly.
As Becker boots the ball up to Oracoli, he'll win that match.
He's
Showcasing
hustling.
his lightning fast speed as
Just
Greenwich
stop.
defender slide
Nice
tackle.
slide
He
tackle.
was upset. He knew he
Becker,
had that.
Becker with the swing and a miss on his slide
Nice
tacker.
clear.
As he sails it right to Cecil Mokratz on the bench. Cecil, manager for the Fairfield Prep soccer team. He was very excited before this game, going nuts. You know,
At
big
lunchtime.
announcement at lunch, trying to get everyone riled up, get everyone in the stands, and apparently it worked because Prep Bomb Squad showing up in numbers tonight.
The visitor section's a little bit light, as you see on the camera, but I can assure you that the home side is packed and everyone's rowdy as Prep, is up with 4.5 minutes left to go in the game.
As you can see, never mind. Couldn't pull the trigger.
As Garrett falls down there, Greenwich trying to make an attack. Duffy with a great slide tackle there. 4 minutes left in the second half. Fairfield Prep 1, Greenwich 0. Prep looking to seal it here. Won't be easy though, as Paoletta goes out to defend. Greenwich trying to make a little set piece going on right here. This will be in the corner here. Paoletta defends. Lolo with the ball. Dishes it back out. Greenwich with the cross. Headed by Rooney. Headed by Quintana. Fitzgerald with the ball. Headed by him.
A little head-to-head contact there.
Put on some helmets right now. Greenwich with the ball right now. Getting a little passing. Trying to see what's going on. They need to score. Very little time left. Wouldn't be surprised to see if they pull the goalie right here, as this could be their last game of the season. I don't know if they do that if that's a big thing in soccer as it is in hockey, but I'd be willing to try if I was the Greenwich coach here.
As you can see, both benches are up. With
Big
3
boot,
minutes
big
left.
cross here. Zabo coming out of the goal, aggressive play.
Takes an interesting route to get to that. Avoids at least 3 defenders. That
Zabo
was very
getting in
interesting.
the
Tiptoeing on the line.
Zabo a little chirpy right here,
It was a
trying to
little
get in the
close.
Greenwich defenders' heads.
Hey, if you're up 1-0, you can say whatever you want.
I don't know
Certainly
about
like
that,
to be
but
up more than 1-0 to start tripping a little
we
bit.
don't want Zabo to get another yellow card and get tossed out of this one.
Would
and
you
he'd be suspended for the next game.
would
actually.
you
Right.
would you rather have a non-confident goalie, or would you rather have a unconfident goalie?
I want to go a confident goalie who will play the next game.
Did you just say would you rather have a non-confident goalie or an unconfident goalie? I
believe
I
I said confident.
I
and
believe that we will
non-confident.
win, boys.
I believe that you said non-confident and unconfident, which is the same thing. Personally, I'd rather have a confident goalie.
Now, Prep players being helped off the sidelines.
That is
Jamie Becker, I
Jamie
believe.
Becker, Matt Kyoto, the sub. Let's see if you can give a little desk pop here, a little boost.
I like to think Matt Kyoto is a spark plug. He's great energy off the Prep bench. He's not the biggest in build, but he's definitely got good legs. He can run fast. He's a spark plug.
Also has a great soccer haircut that he just is sporting now. Big fan of it. Helps him both on offense and defense.
You hear the Prep Bomb Squad getting loud as they hear the near the end of this game. 2.5 minutes left. See if Prep can hold this lead as Greenwich is certainly on the attack.
And it'll be
Sir!
tough call.
Sir!
Fairfield Prep fans not happy about that one. Approaching 2 minutes left. It'll be a little kick here.
This is going to be
Appears
taken by Chris
The goalie
McKay.
is being.
McKay wants the ball, but the coach not letting him take it.
Yeah, hit the brakes, McKay.
You have to settle back a little bit as the 2
Number
minutes just
28
passed.
Number 28, Lolo, might take this one.
Prep football team is certainly coming in now to cheer on the team as their practice just ended as they get ready for the game tomorrow night.
Big lefty Lolo here trying to make something happen. See what happens here. This could be a big turning point for Greenwich if they could even this one out.
This is a huge play in the game. Let's see what happens.
Little bend here. Great play by Tim Lyons.
Who will get to
Chasing
it
after the
first?
ball.
Lowell gets it first.
Oh,
Kicks
another
it
great play
off
by
Tim
Lyons.
Lyons out of bounds.
1:30 left in this
Body
one.
shots, baby.
1:30 left in this one. See if Prep can survive the last wave of Greenwich attack right here. Lolo with the ball.
It's
Nice
good to
cross.
see. It's good to see that these
Kicked out
defensemen
out
are.
by Oracoli as Kyoto chases after the ball.
It's good to see that these defensemen are
It'll be a-
risking the body and taking a shot.
Be a Greenwich throw in here.
on
1
hit.
minute left in the game. Anything funny about that one? I heard a little.
A minute
grin
is
right
now
there.
left on the
In the
clock.
box. Opportunity for Greenwich.
Little
Just a
quick,
bit
little
wide
quick
right.
pop right there.
Didn't hit the right lace.
Wide right. And Danny Zabo with a little kick right here as we are closing on 45 seconds.
You can hear the crowd.
It
They're getting
appears-
loud. They can feel the Prep, up 1-0. They can feel a W.
It appears Prep will become victorious and move on after this one.
And the game's not over till it's over, but it certainly looks like Prep has the advantage right now.
30
It's
seconds
closing in.
left. Hopefully, at the end of this one, there
Greenwich has
will
one
be
last
no
push
harsh
in them, it
feelings.
looks. Let's see if Prep can fight it off.
Rooney
Let's see if he
gets
just
it out.
clear it. Just clear it. That's all we need to do right now.
Oh.
10 seconds left. Excuse me,
10,
now 10 seconds.
9, 8,
7,
6,
6,
5,
4,
4, 3,
3.
2,
Opportunities.
1.
Pulling at
and
McKay.
back.
Oh!
And a dirty play to end the game, but
Cecil
Prep will
Monkrotz.
have the win.
Cecil Monkrotz on the sideline going nuts. And Prep will pull this one out 1-0. Great game on both sides. Prep survive and advance, moving on to the next round of this state tournament.
They will be playing Darien, who beat Conard 4-2 today. Conard was a team that knocked out Prep last year, so let's see if Prep can beat Darien on Saturday.
To all the viewers out there, Greenwich who?
Thank you for tuning in. Patrick Steed, Ken McCauley, and Connor Toot signing off. Have a great night. We might be seeing you guys
On
on
Saturday.
Saturday.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.